Hey y'all, what's going on? It is Nurse Key, and we are back with a Nurse Key podcast. Nurse Key said this is episode 13, and I am just feeling so good. I am so excited for this episode because I think that it's very necessary that we address certain elephants in a room. And I really hope that y'all enjoy this episode as much as I enjoyed putting it together. So, today I just wanted to, first of all, I hope everybody is feeling good because I feel great. So I just hope that listening to this and listening to my voice and hearing what I say just kind of rubs off on y'all. I'm giving y'all all of this good energy. Shout out to everybody that has been supporting me since day one. If you are new here, my name is Key. Everybody likes to call me Nurse Key. I'm actually a nurse. This isn't just for play. I'm actually a nurse. I'm a nurse. I'm a mother. I motivate, I inspire, and I hope that, if you came here empty, that you leave here full. So, with that being said, this episode, I wanted to kind of just sit down with the women. I am a woman first, and I am all about women's empowerment. I am all about us building each other up rather than tear each other down. And I wanted to just talk about the other woman. And when I say the other woman, I mean like the other woman's attachment to the other woman. Because that's a thing. So, relationships. With men who cheat, with men who lie, with men who have double lives, those exist. And a lot of us have been and are a part of those situations. Y'all know, in reference to my last episode, I am single. So, and I'm happy to be. I'm happy to be. But no, I have been on both sides of the fence. And this episode is meant to be very transparent. Y'all know I have no problem being an open book. So, yes, I have been on both sides of the fence. I have been the main woman and I have been the other woman, unbeknownst to me. So, I think the misconception with a lot of women is that the other woman knows about me. That's not always true. Now, disclaimer, you got some bitches out there that know and they don't care. We ain't talking about them. We are genuinely talking about women who enter relationships with men under the impression that it's just them and it's not. So, I have been the main woman and I have been the other woman. And neither one of those positions feel good when it's another woman involved. So, when we talk about the other woman's attachment to the other woman, I hear a lot of people say, like, or even just me, like, I've experienced it where you have this thing with your nigga and him fucking with other bitches, and then you leave and you move on and you got a whole nother life and you got plenty of other lives, and this one man that you had this incident with about this one man, she still is bothering you. She still has this hatred towards you. She still worries about you and inquires about you and says bad things about you, and you're wondering, like, why the fuck is she still so on my heels about a nigga that I'm not even fucking with no more, that I don't even think about no more, that I am totally over and I'm totally past? And it's because psychologically she has an attachment to you. And people, I don't even think people realize that. But one day, throughout my journey, I've walked a lot of roads and I had to break down a lot of things, and I had to just try to make sense of a lot of things because I'm a Virgo, I'm practical, and I can't really let shit go until it makes sense to me. So in my trying to make sense of a lot of situations that I've been a part of, I realized that, and not even just me personally, like my friends and my family and just things that I've seen, it only made sense to me to say that this woman has an attachment to you, and not like in a romantic way, but you were a part of her trauma. And because you are a part of her trauma that she hasn't healed from, she's still stuck on you. And you may be in a situation with somebody else and not even thinking about the nigga that she can't let go. But because you were a part of that part of her life and she's not over that, she's stuck on you too, like glue. And that's crazy to me. And it's crazy to me. And it's even more crazy because it's one thing for me to put that on other women, but I was that woman too. I still felt some type of way about women that my nigga cheated on me with, or I still was like I heard their name or seen them, or I was just rubbed the wrong way. And it's not because, you know, I really had this issue with her, but I blamed her for my heartbreak when in reality it was never her fault. You know what I'm saying? Let's say she did know. She don't owe me that. My man owed me that. The nigga that I slept with owed me that. The nigga that I made a commitment with owed me that. So how can I take him back and stay with him and still hate her? I ain't fucking her. She don't owe me that. But we do that. Women, we do that. We will hate the bitch that our nigga cheated on us with. All of them bitches. We will hate them all. And still take him back. And still love him. And still want to give him the world. And still want to be in front of him like, it's me. Pick me. Love me. Shout out to Meredith Grey. But we have an attachment to the other woman. The other woman has an attachment to us. And I just want to... I'm not going to say that I'm just this super kumbaya and let's put everybody in the same room. No. I'm a realist too. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see how we can bridge the gap between stop being mad at one another and start channeling and projecting our energy to who we need to be mad at, and that's our nigga. Whether she want to be mad at him or you want to be mad at him, we all need to be mad at him and crack his motherfucking head wide open. Disclaimer, I do not condone domestic violence. Let me throw that out there. I don't condone, but you get my point. So how can we bridge the gap between us both as women? Obviously, that takes maturity, right? Emotional maturity. And we have to stop being so naive and stop being so gullible and really start paying attention to the signs. If you are fucking with a nigga who can only talk to you during the day, after a certain time, he went to sleep and ain't hear his phone. And the next time you hear from him is 11 o'clock the next morning. Girl, please. And I'm not saying before the men get to jumping all over me, because I hate when y'all try to jump all over me. Don't jump all over me. I'm not saying that this is all men, but on average, you know, listen, I'll be clear. If I'm laid up with a nigga, I'm not answering another nigga phone call. But too, I'm also a workaholic and a sleepy ass bitch, and I really do be sleepy. However, I do hear my phone at night. I do. I hear my phone. And I done lay next to niggas who done told me that they would sleep, but then they lay next to me sleeping, they hear they fucking phone ring. So what? I don't want y'all to get so caught up in believing everything a nigga say, and I want y'all to really start being more focused on what a nigga show you. You're not stupid. Women have this thing. What is the name of it? It starts with an I. It ends with intuition. You're not stupid. You got that gut feeling. You know. And if you're into a man the way that you say that you're into a man, if you're any amount of woman like I am, when I'm into my nigga, I know him. From the top of his head to the soles of his feet. I pay attention to everything. The details matter to me. I know things about him that he don't even know about himself because I'm so into him. So I'm going to know when it's another woman involved. I'm going to know when somebody else has entered the equation. So let's talk about both sides of the fence. So as the girlfriend, as the one who me and him were in a relationship first, and then he met somebody else. I used to be so mad at the women that he met because it's like, I felt like you gotta know he got a girlfriend at home. You have to know. I sleep with him every single night. He's not sleeping with you at all. Like, how can you call this your boyfriend? How is this a thing? How are you telling me that y'all are in a relationship simultaneously while I'm in a relationship with him? How is he even making time for you when we spend so much time together? What is he telling you? And why did you believe him? And then flip side, now you have another woman who was in a relationship with a man first, and then he met me. And now I'm the one that's being told all of these things about how doors are closed and chapters have been ended and it's just us and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, he's making all this time for me too. So again, on this side of the fence, I'm like, well, how are y'all still in a relationship and we do all of these things together? But then I want you to fill in the gaps. I want you to think about the times when y'all not. Oh, he got his own house, you got your own house, and because you got this kid, y'all not sleeping together every night because your kid not always gone. Yeah, and guess where he at? With his girlfriend. And he lied to you. And you believed him because what? Because see me, the way my trust is set up, see, I'm going to trust you until I can't. And I have no reason to think that you will lie to me because why would you? But niggas lie for their benefit. If I can have you and reap the benefits from both of y'all, I get to come to both of y'all halfway and I'm getting the whole parts of both of y'all. I'm not leaving either one of y'all alone. Because see, it's something that he's getting from her that he's not getting from you and vice versa. So yeah, why not? I'm a live this double life as much as I can. And neither one of y'all both just believe me so much. Nobody is saying no. So I'ma just see how far I can take it. And that's what they do. They take it as far as they can take it. And guess what happens? Y'all find out about each other and y'all want to kill each other. Y'all subtweeting each other and posting shit about each other on Instagram and doing all this shit. And y'all both still trying to lay up with him. He can't be in two places at one time. Which is why he's with you during the day and he's with her at night. So it's seeming like, well, I'm with him every day. You're right. You are with him every day. And so am I. So y'all both in a relationship with him. He got 2 girlfriends. Y'all both got 1 boyfriend and he got 2 girlfriends. Or 3 or 4, whatever. And instead of just accepting the fact that the nigga that you're so honest with is lying to you, you try to convince the other woman that she's wrong and that her emotions are not valid and that she knew about you and she dead wrong. She a hoe. She all of these things. She's a home wrecker. She can't wreck a home that wasn't ready to be wrecked. Can't nobody come in your house that you don't let through the door. And you probably didn't get permission, but the person that you share a home with did. So who you mad at? We got to start being mad at who we need to be mad at. And I'm not saying that you're not going to be mad at the other woman because you're a human being. I'm mad at everybody involved. Yes, I'm mad at you. Yes, and even and you didn't know. So that's what makes me not as mad at you, but I'm still mad. Because you came in and you made my nigga feel something for you that he should have only been feeling about me. You came in and you gave him time that he was only supposed to be getting from me. You came in and you love him like I do. I'm mad about that. I don't like you for that. I want to beat your ass for that. But I'm going to have all these negative emotions towards you. But I'm going to still try to love my nigga. And I'm going to still try to do everything in my power to get him out of your way. Because maybe if I get him out of your way, you will leave him alone. But why? You got emotions for him too. Your heart is involved too. Your time is invested too. And I'm a woman just like you. We both wake up a woman. So how can I expect for you to feel differently than I feel? And he did the same things for you that he's doing for me. It's unreal. And I didn't get to that point until I got to a point to where I wanted to heal. And I had to be real with myself. Who you mad at? Who you really mad at? Why you mad at this girl? Let's be real. She ain't really do nothing wrong. And then let's talk about the points to where people find out. Okay, you done been with this nigga for 6 months, and you didn't know for 6 months that he had a whole nother bitch doing a whole bunch of other shit. So at the 6-month mark, now you found out about her. You done got wind of her. Maybe you seen a text message. Maybe you seen a picture. Maybe you seen her call too many times. Maybe. So now you know. Now what? Now you know. So what do? You stay. You know he got another bitch now. And you stay. Whether you're the person on this end or the person on that end. Whether you found out that you were being cheated on and that's how you perceive it, or whether she's over here and now she just found out that she's the one that he's cheating with. Whole time she thinks she getting cheated on, and the whole time you're the one he cheating with. That's crazy. Some women don't know. And so then here's me. Each time that I found out that I was the other woman, right? I'm gone. The moment I found out that I was the other woman, I'm gone. Because see, now you put me in a position to where it's looking like everything that I stand on, everything that I believe in, everything that I preach, everything that I get on the internet and I say, everything that I advocate for, you have now made me a hypocrite. I gotta be done with you. However, when I was the one that was actually being cheated on, that was workable in the past. Like, all right, you cheated on me. Okay, so what are you lacking that you feel like you need to fill all these voids, and then what am I not doing to help you feel like you can be faithful? I always brought it back to me. What am I doing wrong? What am I lacking? What am I doing? Nothing. It's not you. It's not you. That man has a problem with commitment. That man has a problem with fidelity. That man is going through something within himself that has nothing at all to even do with you. You probably check off everything on his list. But he has a greed issue. He just wants more. If I got the perfect bitch here, maybe I can have 2 perfect bitches. So anytime I found out that it was somebody before me, I'm gone. Because you're not going to make me out to be somebody that is stepping on somebody's toes. I'm not doing that. But if I was here first and you brought somebody else into the situation, I was more willing to kick her out and get her out the way than to leave. Because I never wanted to feel like something that I worked so hard for was just going to be given to somebody else. I never wanted to feel like all of the time that I invested, all of these things that I put into this relationship, you owe me. You're not about to go get this to a new bitch. No. We're going to rock it out. Today, I wouldn't give a fuck if I was on this side or this side. You bring somebody else into the equation after we have agreed that it's supposed to be me and you, I'm done with you. I have to be done with you. Because if you need, I feel like I'm everything. I feel like I bring enough to the table. I may not be perfect, but I'm worth it. And I feel like I'm going to bring to you what's going to work for us. If you need more than that, if you don't see the value in me that you have to go have this one, that one, this one, and that one, you don't need me. I'm going to remove myself completely out of the equation. I wouldn't give a fuck if I was the main girl, the second girl, the third girl. I don't give a fuck. You don't need me. I don't want to be a part of that. I have no desire to be a part of any love triangles, squares, rectangles, none of that shit. I don't want to be a part of it because I'm not sharing you because you don't got to share me. You can bet your last dollar on that one. If it's me and you, I don't even see another nigga. So you think that I don't even see another nigga, and you about to breathe shit and eat another bitch, please. Have her. I would much rather her just have you. And guess what ends up happening? When you're the person in a love triangle who steps out of it, they don't even want to be a part of it no more. They don't even want to be a part of that shit no more. It's not even fun to them no more. It's not even appealing. It was only fun when he can have both of y'all, when he can play with both of y'all, when he can be in your face telling you one thing while being in her face and telling her another, and having y'all both investing in him and going crazy over him. It was only fun when it was that, but just as soon as, the only way a love triangle ends is somebody got to end it. Somebody has to end it. It'll never end if neither one of those women walk away. Because let that nigga leave both of y'all. Y'all gonna both still be trying to get him back. Y'all gonna be trying to figure out, who the fuck is it? Why did you leave? What can I do to make you stay? What can I do to get you back? But when y'all leave, guess what happens? He's forced to be with the other one. That's what you wanted to do anyway, right? You wanted to be with this bitch so bad, I gotta let you have her. And guess what ends up happening? Niggas end up realizing that they don't really want to be with that bitch all like that. Because a lot of times, but again, this, now I'm trampling over to bitches that know. A lot of bitches only want to fuck with niggas because they got bitches. But I'm speaking on women who don't know, who go into it with a clear mind thinking that she just met this guy. Oh my God, he's so amazing. Oh my God, we go on dates. Oh my God, we spend all this time together. He told me about his past, you know, whatever he wants to commit to me. And now we're doing this committing thing and it looks that way. And we're doing all this boyfriend, girlfriend shit. So now I don't even see how you have time to have somebody else. And then boom, you find out it's somebody else. Those are the people that I'm talking about. Or you're the girlfriend who started this with him. You know what I'm saying? We started this together, and you know, we getting through our shit and we working through it, and we love each other and we're building this time and we got all of this shit invested, and then you meet somebody else and you bring her into the equation and you give her everything that you're giving me. It's no different. See, the thing that I don't like the whole side bitch thing, but if I had to respect anything, see, back in the day, it was a clear distinction between who was the main bitch and who was the side bitch. Now, you can't tell the difference. Because they both getting the same shit. They both get your time. They both get your effort. They both get your money. They both get your demons. They both get your highs. They both get your lows. They both meet your mama. They both meet your kids. All of that. There's no difference between who's who. So then you got these two women that's bickering at each other trying to prove that she's the one, when really it's neither one of y'all. Neither one of y'all are the one. Neither one of y'all, because he got y'all playing on the same turf. There's nobody that's up here. There's nobody that's down here. Y'all both on the same turf. So how can you hate her when you playing the same role she playing? And that's the gap that I want to bridge. It's not us. It's them. It's him. But no. You will see her out and it's on sight and you want to crack her motherfucking head, and then you lay in the bed with him at night and he's the reason that she's even involved. Be women. Be a woman. At the end of the day, and I'm talking about a real woman, the bitch that you look in the mirror and swear you are. Be her. Try being her. It's not her. Unless it's your homegirl, then crack her motherfucking head. But it's not her. And I think during the times when, see, for me, I've always had that approach. She doesn't owe me anything you do. I can't be mad at her because ain't no telling what you told her. I have always had that approach. My thing be, the other woman be so ready to beef with me that she get disrespectful. Bitch this and hold that and da-da-da-da-da. And now she going out her way to make her presence known. Once she found out about me, now she going out her way. She want to run this race. Now I feel disrespected. And that's where my dislike come in at. I feel disrespected. Don't disrespect me. Respect me like I'm going to respect you. He lied to both of us. But see, I've always been more mature. I've always been a mature person. I've had very petty moments and I've had my low vibrational moments. But for the most part, I'm trying to be the bigger person. Always. Because I understand shit on a totally different level. It's not either one of us. This is his doing. If he decided to be faithful to me, you wouldn't exist, and vice versa. And I think that it's so important that we really assess why 5 years later, 6 years later, 3 years later, a year later, this girl still has this hatred for you because she hasn't healed herself. And not that that has anything to do with you. It has nothing at all to do with you. That's a self thing. But be gentle with that. Be gentle with that. If for no other reason other than you're a woman, be gentle with that. And I'm not saying that you got to try to come see her at eye level. But stop trying to make it seem like, oh, she's so caught up on me and da-da-da. No, you were a part of her trauma that she hasn't healed from. Her healing process may be much different with yours, especially if you did conjure up the strength to move on and she don't have that strength. So not only are you a part of her trauma, but she's envious of the fact that she knows she's supposed to leave this nigga alone. She know this nigga is no good for her. And he loved you just as much as he loves her. And you found the strength to leave. Why can't she do it? Especially when she feel like she better than you anyway. How did you find the strength to leave and she can't? So now she envious. Now she gets to watch you live a life that is seemingly stress-free, or we just gonna say stress-free because it doesn't involve this nigga, and she's still parked on stupid with stupid. She don't even want to be with him no more. She's trying to figure out how she can get to a point that you're at. Y'all was having this argument 5 years ago, and 5 years later, she ain't arguing with you. She arguing with another bitch about the same shit. And look at you, moved on in another relationship. You and your boyfriend, y'all done moved in together. Y'all about to get married. Y'all about to do all of these things. And here goes this girl from your ex relationship that still has this problem with you because she's not healed. And the part that ripped her into shreds, guess who it involved? It involved you. So just as much as she has an emotional attachment to that nigga, she got an emotional attachment to you. And she'll never get to a place where she can stop sweating you or stop feeling a way about you until she healed that part of herself. But guess what? She can't heal that part of herself until she let that nigga go. Even if they aren't together, let's say they broke up and they parted ways, she still has some sort of healing to do. She got to heal that whole segment of her life, and then she'll be able to let you go. She'll release you with no problem. She will release you with no problem. Yes, it was bitches that I did not like. I could not stand. It was nothing that you could do that can convince me that this bitch was a good bitch. No, I don't like her. And it wasn't until I resolved my emotions with that man that I was able to be like, you know what? I don't even feel that way about her no more. Yeah, I'm over it. I don't feel no way. I'm not moved at all. I can see her. I can see her on the internet. Somebody can post or whatever. I don't care no more. I don't care. It's not that for me. I feel no type of way. But I didn't get to that point until I resolved my emotion and my trauma with this nigga, because he's the root of the issue. He's the root of the issue. So, for lack of a better phrase, I think that we have to get to the root of the issue. Why you really mad? Why you really hurt? Who really did it? Who did it? Who hurt you? It wasn't that other woman. We ain't gonna say that. It's not her. Now, she probably played a part because she didn't say no and you expected her to. But tell me why you expected her to say no. When he's telling her what he telling you, and you believed him, so why she can't? Why would she not believe him? Because you. Because you that bitch. And you his bitch. And everybody's supposed to know. How somebody know when you every day, no face, no case? Who supposed to know? She don't know. You don't post them because you don't want nobody in your business. You trying to hide them from the world because you don't want bitches to come ruin your relationship. How she know? He ain't posting you. He take use of all the ducked off spots, so just in case somebody come, it won't be nobody familiar. Let's talk about it. She don't know. And even if she do kind of have a feeling, she don't know that it's you specifically. She don't know. And guess what? Even if she did know that, even if she did think that it was you, do you fuck with her? Guess what he said? No. And when you with somebody that you're trying to commit to, the number one thing that needs to be present in that relationship is trust. So if I'm trying to trust my man, if trust is one of the most important components, even if I know this sky about to turn gray, but he's telling me that it's a light blue, I gotta believe that, because I'm trying to trust my nigga. And it's me and my nigga against everybody else outside of here. So if my intuition is telling me something, I've convinced myself that it's an insecurity, and I'm trying to check it because I want to be with this man. This is who I love, and trust is what we need. So if he tells me that he don't fuck with you, that's law until I'm proven otherwise. And what ends up happening, we end up being right, but that's another episode. So I think that it's very important that we just understand why that attachment is there. Because just as much as she has an attachment to you, you got an attachment to her. Let's be clear. Or them. Or whoever. Let's be clear. Heal and resolve your issue with that man. And anybody that was attached to him, all of that shit will fall off. All of it. Unless y'all like try to kill each other or whatever the case, and then you got some deeper. Okay, but just on the superficial level, you got to heal that shit with him. You got to check him. You got to address all that shit with him, and it's never them. Stop making it about the other woman. It's not her. It's that nigga that you love. So check who you love. Check who you in the bed with. Check who you keep praying and asking God to fix for you. Boo. That's not it. So I hope that we was able to get a little bit of the elephant addressed. You know, we can get that elephant out of the room now, because we women, we big girls. Put your big girl panties on. It's not her. It's that nigga. Change your nigga. And quit trying to convince that nigga. Quit, stop. Hello, call on me. No, fuck that. If it's somebody else, it's not you. Because I tell my niggas all the time, don't be questioning me about another nigga. Because if it was another nigga, it wouldn't be a you. And I mean that. Cheers to being big girls. Cheers to just being real with yourself about your pain. It's not her. It's not her. So stay off her page. Quit. Don't make a fake page. Don't ask your home. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. And if you feel like that, if you feel like that nigga fucking around on you all like that, leave. Run. Bye. It's over. Okay? I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to I don't even want to call it a TED Talk. The real talk with me. And I will see y'all next week. Thank you.